Hello and welcome to Launceston Football Club, the venue for Mousehole's sixth and final friendly of pre-season. After it's been a really strong campaign for the Seagulls so far, they play Launceston tonight on a Friday night with just 1 week to go until competitive football starts, so Jay Cash will be looking to see a complete performance from his Seagulls tonight. Beth, new physio at Mousehole, can you just talk me through how excited you are to start your new role at this club?
Oh, so excited, like the boys are brilliant and I just can't wait for the opportunity, especially to work with Jake and Fletch and the rest of the boys. It's just brilliant.
You met the boys at training on Tuesday night, if I'm right. How was that for you in terms of embedding yourself into the group?
Oh, it was like, it couldn't have gone better. The boys were so respectful, they've all said hello and I just can't wait to get working with them, but fingers crossed not too many injuries this season. But yeah, it'd be good.
Quite an exciting one in the Southern League too. That must be quite an exciting step for you, I suppose, in terms of where you want to go with your career too. You obviously play football as well on the Sunday, but to have this opportunity on the Saturday for you as well this season?
Yeah, it's a good starting point because my aim would be to work in like the Premier League one day, so you've got to start somewhere, and I think this opportunity, like, it doesn't come around often, so I've got to take it when it comes.
Come on, man, let's go. Come on, boys. Go to the edge.
Goldie, final game of pre-season done. How are you feeling now with competitive football just 8 days away?
Yeah, feeling good. All the boys looking really sharp. A lot of competition for places. We ended on a high tonight. There was a risk after the levels we set at Buckland when we came out the blocks really well that we might have dropped off, and Jake's mentioned that. But I think it showed that we didn't. We looked streets ahead. So we're feeling really good game of the season personally and collectively. We're all looking very sharp and injury-free.
For you personally then, of course, you struggled a bit with injuries last season, the shoulder especially towards the end. How are you feeling then? You've scored quite a few goals as well in pre-season already. You're starting to rack them up?
Yeah, it's nice. I've forgotten what it feels like to do a full pre-season. Every season I've been at Mousehole, pre-season's been disrupted. Ankle, shoulder, head, something. So I've been really sensible in the summer in regards to the running content. I haven't done as much as I would have liked, but I've been focusing on the shoulder. And I think that stood me in a good place. I'm starting to feel like my old self, whereas normally I feel like I'm playing catch up. But yeah, so I'm feeling really sharp, really looking forward to it. So touch wood, no more injuries ever again.
Of course, FA Cup next weekend, but then the weekend after it's time for the Southern League. How are you feeling and going into it? It's of course a big season for the club on and off the pitch.
Yeah, really positive. I mean, I think the FA Cup is the perfect opportunity, the perfect start for us. And obviously we're going to take it seriously because there's nothing better than cup runs. And then we won't even be thinking about the first league game, although it is massive for the club, and it's good, it's great. It's so good for the club to see where we are now. So yeah, we won't even think about Westbury. I think that's the first game, and we won't think about that until we've got through Saturday. Hopefully win on Saturday next week, and then yeah, really looking forward to playing new teams, going to new places, even with a hell of a lot of travelling.
Fletch, it's a big win to end pre-season there. 10-0 is quite an emphatic result, but how are you feeling after those 6 fixtures?
I actually feel really positive. I think we have had a different type of game in 6 occasions. I think they've all provided different opposition, different challenges. We've seen different formations, different players in each position. It's been great to see all the new boys. Like, I think we've really learnt a lot about them now. Obviously, Josh still missing, but the rest of them that have come in, I think we've got an understanding of what they can offer. So I feel great. I feel really positive about it.
It's obviously a historic season for the club coming up in the Southern League now. I know as a club, we're an ambitious club. How are you feeling though with that Southern League season ahead, and also with the different challenge it's going to present? Goldie's just mentioned there the different opposition, but we're expecting that to be a more physical league, and we saw some feisty challenges tonight. Is that going to be a challenge for the club too?
Yeah, of course. I think every time you get promoted, it's going to produce new challenges, isn't it? I think personally, I've got exactly the same feeling as that Western League the first season. There's almost, we are so ambitious, but we are also realistic that we know we're going into a very good league. We don't know a huge amount about it like we didn't with the Western League, so I think maybe by Christmas we'll figure out a little bit more of where we stand in it. But certainly I'm super excited, and I know the players are, Jake is, the rest of the coaching staff, the club, everyone's buzzing for it.
Final one, Fletch. I know that you as a coaching staff off the pitch have done quite a lot of work to get these players fit and ready and prepared during this pre-season. I think it's fair to say, especially after tonight, after Buckland, quite a lot of that's been implemented. How pleasing has that been to see?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I heard you talking earlier in the week about how good we look at the moment off the ball. I think, you can do all this running, all the prep that G, etc., give the players to do. You can see the quality on the ball, but when you see it off the ball as well, like we're seeing now, it's great. So, yeah, I think we're in a really good place. I don't want to jinx it because things can change so quickly, but bar Josh and Charlie's injuries and the little niggles to Hayden and Tim, it's been almost a perfect pre-season for us.
It's full time here at Launceston Football Club, and it's a very emphatic win for Mousehole in their final pre-season fixture. It's ended 10-0 to the Seagulls, and Jake Shorley and all the coaching staff are really pleased with what they've seen in a very competent, very competitive pre-season schedule for Mousehole. They now go into that competitive fixture against Ilfracombe next Saturday in the FA Cup, and then the league fixture against Westbury the week after in good stead. Another good night here. It ends Launceston 0, Mousehole 10.